This week's guest is from Married at First Sight UK, and Married at First Sight UK has been bringing the drama recently. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure for me to introduce Mr. Kwame.
Yeah, in the building, loud and direct.
Thank you for coming, first of all.
Nah, listen, it's a pleasure, man. I was here a year ago. I like represent radio. It's good love, and I like supporting my peoples, man. So let's talk the thing.
Right, we'll get straight into it. So if you're listening and you don't know what Married at First Sight is, it's literally what it says in the title. Yeah. People get paired up and they marry at first sight. So at the aisle, they will meet their husband or they'll meet their wife. And that happened with you.
It did.
You paired up with Cassia. It's Cassia, isn't it? Not Cassia.
Kasia, yeah.
Kasia, sorry. My brain. It was so long ago that I'm forgetting how to pronounce people's names.
Listen, it's a millennia ago. But yeah, I was paired up and we went through our thing. I think we were on there for the majority of it.
Yeah, you were.
Got towards the end and then, we parted ways.
Right, so can I ask you this first, before we even get into all the nitty gritty of the relationship? Is the marriage real?
It's real. It's not like you're not like in a church where you've signed a marriage certificate or something, but it's real. Like, you got your peoples there, you walk to an aisle, someone reads out vows and you do the thing. So it's like play. It's not real. It's not because you don't have the actual certificate. No, you're not. Yeah, marriage. You're not coming out marriage. If you're saying it's real in terms of you do all of the things, but it's not official. No. Okay. Yeah, cool. You come off the show, you walk away, it's done. You don't need to go and get divorced or whatever. Yeah, because I'm thinking it's a bit murky because the way they say it, and they say husband and wife, and then they make the whole wedding. Yeah. They're not clear about whether it's real or not. It's like you're watching a TV show, right, or a movie, and you see two people go in there and get married. It's as real as that. Yeah. It's up to you two as a couple if you decide, okay, let's actually make this something. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. Exactly. So you met her at the wedding. What was your first reaction? The first reaction was like, wow, she was loud, confident. Do you know what I mean? There were some things that weren't on camera that made me think, Charlie, but it was. So what were those things? It was just any examples? Well, I made it very clear that I was looking for someone who was calm, calm-natured, not so. I've had experience like that in the past. Right. They don't work with me. I think I'm fiery enough. Okay, so you don't want both outgoing. Yeah. You want one to be chilled. Well, not outgoing, but just more like. I'm not. Yeah, give me someone just calm. Right. Sage. So why did you think you'd find them on a TV show? Because people that usually go on TV. Hold on, you said you didn't. I didn't. You didn't. No. So you didn't go on there to actually find. No, I'm not saying that. I didn't go on there expecting. Okay. That because I'm saying I want X. I'll be given X. Okay. You have to have the understanding that it is a TV show. Right. It's entertainment. They want to entertain. Yeah. And you're gonna get best entertainment if you say you can't stand dogs. Yeah. And I lock you in a room with dogs. Okay. The way you're gonna react is gonna be fun, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They do it on purpose then. It's yeah. But Kasia was she's a very pretty lady. So when you turned up there, you was shocked. You was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. And then things started to go downhill. I was so confused, and I think everybody else was too. Yeah, I think you got to know, this is what I always say, we did get on. Right. We were there for a good while. I don't know if it was maybe out of 6 weeks, 5, something like that. Do you know what I mean? So there was a lot of getting on. Right. But for the TV, it's good to show the juice. Right. And we definitely had our fair share of juice. Do you know what I mean? And I loved it though. It was good entertainment, man. It was good entertainment. Okay, so let's get into the homestay because this is probably the biggest part of the whole thing, right? Come on now. So basically what happens is you get married, you go on a honeymoon. Yeah. And at the honeymoon, you weren't very touchy-feely at all. She wanted to be more intimate with you. Or not just intimate, just cuddles or something. And you were giving nothing. Yeah. Why? Because it was early days now. Okay. This was 48 hours. Oh, wow. Yeah. So they just fly you out straight away. Listen, you meet on Wednesday at the altar. By Thursday morning, you're on the plane. Wow. So by Thursday afternoon, you're at your destination. That's your honeymoon. Okay. And so for me, I always think like if you're going for marriage and you're going for that longevity, there's a different energy and thing you got to go for. Like we're not just going to jump in and do that. Yeah. Plus, I know if it goes left, then it's on TV. Yeah. So I mean, But you could have given something more because you had to go on TV basically begging for you to give her some sort of cuddle, hug. That's what's funny, and I know we're gonna get into the current season. Right. But in the current season, you've got somebody who has gone in quick. Has gone in fast. Right. Just to turn around and say, do you know what? I was hoping I'd feel different. but I don't.
Okay.
And now the next person's feeling used. They're feeling like raw. So basically you were using intimacy to see if you and I would pop.
So you felt like you didn't want to be that person painted as,
come on now.
Yeah, I'm using her.
Not even painted. I'm just not that person. I didn't go, I couldn't do that to somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
When you reach my age,
so then at that point, did you feel like you weren't attracted to her? You knew that that wasn't for you?
You know, like where you feel to yourself, okay, things can go in a certain direction.
Yeah.
But it's very early days. You're not 100% my type, who I would say I would go for. So if I'm now gonna go all the way with you, go all the way in, and I'm not sure, I don't think that's fair on the person.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm a nice guy.
Fair enough. So right, after the honeymoon, what happens is you go back and you bring your partner to your home.
Yes.
So you're saying yes, this is so hilarious. So what Mr. Kwame, what he done was he brought her to somewhere very, very beautiful, but it wasn't his home, it was a park bench.
That's nice that you call it beautiful. Yo, shout out to Coronation Gardens in Leighton. You've been called beautiful. I think that's the first time it's been called that. Now, do you know what? I have said this, but you know, we when we go on the show, some people don't want to show their homes.
Right.
Do you know? And if you watch the show, I think you didn't see Thomas, you didn't see Whitney,
right? You
didn't see April. There was quite a few that didn't go back to their homes.
Yeah.
And then what you might do is then tell them, if you do want a home representation, they'll get you an Airbnb, which is what was in my contract. And they did that at the beginning of the season for me.
Right.
And but on the day of filming, they came and told me, sorry, Kwame, we couldn't get a spot, but we have a location that you guys can go. I was like, where?
So it was them.
That's why in the second verse in my tune, I say the park bench wasn't my option. The show should have been up for adoption. I never chose it. So, you know, but I went there and I explained to her, like, look, Charlie, this is what they're telling me. This is where we're going. Are you cool with it? So, it's fine.
Okay.
But then when you get there, then they're like, so how do you feel knowing that Kwame hasn't taken you to his home?
Yeah. Because that's how it was. So you just weren't comfortable with people seeing on TV, seeing where you live.
I'll stay with
which
my
is
kids.
fair. Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
You couldn't have brought her to your parents' house. That's.
Well, my parents didn't want to be involved. I'm African, right? So they said, listen to me, you can go on there, have your fun and that, but if it works out and it pops and you come off the show together, bring her home, we'll meet and greet her and all of that. But this is a Ghanaian traditional family. They don't coming on TV for, you know, married at first sight. Nah.
Well, to say the least, you were at least painted as a menace.
As a villain.
On the show. I was like, there's no way this man is a real man. This has to be an actor. Like, this is insane. So what happened after we brought her to the park bench, which was your home, apparently?
That's where I live.
Where you live,
right by the tree, man.
In the park.
You know what I mean?
Coronation Gardens.
It's beautiful.
She brought you to her home after that, right?
Yeah.
And everybody came for you for this because she shared some information about the fact that she fell pregnant when she was very young.
Yeah.
And you made a joke of it.
Yeah. Do you know what? We had this convo. I remember saying to somebody, like, as soon as we got to the yard, we started drinking rum.
Right.
You know, we were drinking a lot of rum and that, and we were really nice.
Right.
Drinking that. It's you know.
Because you guys seem quite happy there. You seem quite comfortable.
It was a vibe. Yeah. You know. So like, there's a rum that her brother makes. Some coconut flavored rum, really nice. Yeah, it's really nice. And so when we got to the yard, that was my chance to like. I've been hearing about it the whole time. So we're drinking that. We're nice.
Yeah.
So we had the conversation about what she achieves and all the things she's done. But at that point there, when they were filming, I was nice, and I must admit, the way I responded there, I don't even remember it clearly because this thing shows weeks after, and I was watching it back, and I was like, wow. They got all the footage to make me look bad.
It's terrible.
But you know, I mean
they got the footage, but you said the stuff.
Yeah, listen, you know what? If you're filmed in a long time, you know, like over 6 weeks, you're gonna do some stuff, man. You're gonna say some stuff that's wrong. But for me, you know, we all do and say things. But I think everybody knows how I feel. Yeah. You know, I got love, I got respect. I wish nothing but good things for everybody. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it came across wrong, but that's not my heart. Like I said, I'm a nice guy. And
well, nice guy. But You said already that your parents didn't want to be involved in the show. Is that the reason why you introduced her to your friends instead of your parents?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so it's all making sense now, because on the show it's just looking like this guy is not interested at all. He doesn't want to give her cuddles. He doesn't want to take her to his house. He's taking her to a park. Yeah. He's introducing her to her friends instead of
Do you know what I love about it though? Yeah, I feel it was the realist.
Right.
Because there was no compromisation. I didn't bring my parents on because they didn't want to be on.
Yeah.
I didn't force. I didn't make. I didn't want to show my yard. Didn't do it. Went to a park bench. So what? I really don't care. Like, I didn't go on there for let me be represented because in future I'm planning to be the Prime Minister of the UK. No. Think of me as you will. I went there. I did my thing. I enjoyed it. I met some good people. And here I am today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. All right, to conclude, so the finale episode, you choose whether you want to stay or leave, right?
Yeah.
And the whole time you were saying you're not... Actually, before we get to that, someone sent me a question for you.
Oh.
They said, were you attracted to Keisha, yes or no?
Yes.
You was?
Yeah.
Okay, out of 10.
6.5.
Wow.
Physically, 6.5.
Okay.
And then as a person, much nicer than they portrayed on the TV show.
Okay.
Like the personality.
Yeah.
And that's why I took my time. Yeah. I have never once said like, yes, do you know what, this is me. Like, no, do you know, I describe the type of that. But the key thing is being provided with somebody that you need, not somebody that you want.
Okay.
What you usually go for, maybe that hasn't worked out for you. That's why you're single. So if experts come and say, listen, we're gonna pair you up with somebody. So it's never a case of, you must love them off from the beginning. No, maybe even if there's an element there, that's enough for you to say, let me trust the process. Let me see what they got. And maybe in time, I might actually see, this is right for me. But as you all know, that never came to pass.
Exactly. So in the finale episode, she chose to leave because she was very frustrated, which is fair. It seemed like an absolute train wreck for her. And
you would say the whole 6 weeks was like
it was. It just kept getting worse and worse.
But why do you think then she stayed that long? If it was such a train wreck,
we didn't know. As the audience, it was like we were perplexed.
But don't you question yourself on them things there? Like if I don't really watch, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really watch Married at First I Love Her and all of that. But if I watch a couple more or less stay to the end, but they're depicting it as my question is, and they both have the choice to leave. Why are they both jamming?
Yeah.
It's got to be a vibe.
I mean, now this has made me enlightened.
I am the enlightener.
It's made me enlightened because there's certain things that you don't see off the show, but it's like Love Island, you don't see certain things. Right. But I didn't know about whether you can choose the Airbnb or whatever, and they basically set you up to be the villain. Let's be real, they set you up.
That's what's up, man.
With the park bench thing.
That's
that
it.
Was crazy.
That was
insane.
But it's beautiful. You know, like when you actually see how they played it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm there.
You must have been shocked when you was watching it back.
When I'm watching it back, it's the way what they would do is they'll cut the music and then they'll play this kind of sound like dun, 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 and Kwame's brought Keisha to a park bench. And I'm sitting in my living room and I'm watching it. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
You guys did me golly. But you know, at the end of the day, I loved it. I had everyone talking about me. I don't care. I loved that.
Yeah.
I was trending #1 on Twitter.
Yeah.
Followers were going up. Engagement was great. And, you know, like I said, I never went on there with the whole aim like everyone must love me. I was on there to do my thing. And it's love when I meet people in the community. Yeah. That's what's up.
Okay. Well, you said stay at the finale and she said leave. Why did you say stay?
At that point, I was still doing what I said.
Okay,
I was trusting the process and that. And for me, when it got up to like the resort time, we was vibesing.
Right.
And we had both ordered what we were gonna wear for the vow renewal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, literally before we went, we had our outfits
and everything
on the bed. Yeah, like this is what I'm gonna wear. This is what I'm gonna wear. Yeah, I had a nice suit ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done that. We've unpacked your season. Actually, before we get into the new season, you spilled the tea about someone's affair at a dinner party. What made you want to do that?
Friendship.
Okay.
And reality. Like, you know, I'm like, there was a lot of whispering that day.
Okay.
Of what was going on.
Right.
And it wasn't as secret as everyone was acting like nobody knows, but everyone knew.
Yeah.
And so, and you know, when I saw them two, I'm cool with both of them. when I saw them two like playing that, I found it very, ironic.
Okay.
So I just spoke at it. That's me.
Okay.
I'm real, man.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I caused problems, didn't I?
Let me ask you your last question about this season. I keep saying it's the last question, but I keep getting more questions in my head.
I see.
Last question, right? Did you go on there for a free holiday?
Come on, man. No.
No.
Of course not.
You didn't go on there for the free holiday,
No.
the free food, the clout that you might get from it.
This is beautiful. I'm glad you say that. Number one, you don't know where they're going to fly you.
Right.
Richie and Lara flew to Germany.
Yeah.
So you can't go in there thinking, let me get on it. They might take you to somewhere, not so good. Fortunately, we got somewhere grand. So definitely not that. What's the next thing? Food? Absolutely not.
Okay.
You speak to anyone who's been on TV, they don't provide you with
good food.
Gourmet. No, it's that thing in a little package. It's macaroni with a cauliflower on top.
Lord.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not good.
When I spoke to people from Love Island, they was like, we can ask for anything we want.
Theirs different, man. But on Married at First Sight, no, we weren't getting like amazing food.
Oh.
And you're filming at a dinner table, right?
Right.
So if there's a delay in filming for whatever reason, it's not like the food gets taken away and heating up again. So you get there, you gotta eat that. That's your food. So
oh my god.
That's why when you watch the dinner party, how many times do you really see people eating?
Yeah.
They're just sipping the drinks. Food's like, But But
so what food do they have at the dinner parties though?
Dinner parties, I know, it'd be like a normal dinner. I don't know, a little slice of beef, roast chicken, potatoes. Yeah, but
But the clout thing, sorry, I cut you.
Oh yeah, the clout. Come on, give it to me, man. Why not? Come on.
So you did?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody would. Let's be real, anybody would.
Look, listen, let me ask you this now. If you get hollered at a TV production show, one even that you watch, says, listen, come on the thing. You know what I mean? You're young, you're free. Would you not go? 100%. And you know for a fact if you're going on TV. There's a question I saw asked to two of the current couples, and a woman said, "You two seem like handsome people, beautiful people. You're a DJ, you're an attractive woman who da-da-da. Surely you can't have difficulty in finding a partner." And you can't. Look at everyone that goes on the show. Everyone's beautiful. Everyone's lovely in their own way. It's not hard for us to find someone. So there's the TV element as well. You can't deny it.
You're right.
Anyone who says no to that, lie them a tell.
I wanted you to say yes anyways, because I wanted you to show that you're a truthful person.
Oh, there you go.
But so let's move into the new season, the current season. Who is your favorite couple at the moment?
That's a good question. I actually like Arthur and the lady the one who said she wants a Chelsea.
What's her name? It's not. Is it Peggy? No, it's not Peggy.
No, it's hold on. I'm gonna see in a minute.
We're looking online, by the way. If you're listening,
it's Laura.
Arthur
and
you
Laura.
Like her?
Do you know what? I think she's real.
Okay.
And you know what I like about it? For me, I want to see it. I love romance, and I want to see the lady who wants the Chelsea guy. And Arthur, he's like from where I come from. He's got that East London.
Yeah, he's a geezer.
He's a geezer.
Yeah.
He's Cockney, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jackson 5. I want to see that blossom into something where she compromises what she normally would go for, because that's why she's single, and tries someone different. And he seems like he really, he's a bit. Getting your lyrics off the internet is, Jesus, what are you doing?
It's insane.
Yeah, that's
But at the same time, I hear it though, because he must have been nervous. He didn't know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he didn't know what.
Like I said earlier.
And he rectified it.
That's it.
So that's the main thing.
We all make mistakes, but he rectified. So I'd actually like to see them work. For Black Love, of course, I'd love Terrence and Portia to go all the way, lover,
I feel like they will.
Yeah,
they're having their difficulties, they're having their problems,
which
but
is
I feel
good
like
though, isn't it?
Exactly, you work for it there.
I actually think if you're going through there, we want to, because it's intentional, Anayah. Like you're living with somebody you met yesterday, and now you're living 24/7 and filming that is going to go on national TV. Do you know what that does to your mental? It's deep. And then you have a disagreement that is being televised. Long.
Intense.
It's intense.
Yeah, and then the cameras are coming close to your face.
Because they love it. Give us the tea. This is the juice.
No, mad.
Come on.
Mad.
So when you've got all of that going on and then your relationship is still popping, that for me makes me question. I need to see issues by this stage.
Yeah.
So like you said, I like that they're going through it.
Yeah.
Because it's about the bounce back, right?
Exactly. And I feel like Terrence isn't used to having someone like Portia that's very outspoken.
Okay.
I feel like he's used to having girls that are a bit more calm, or if he tells them stop arguing, they'll stop arguing. Do you know what I mean? But Portia's not that girl. If someone's upset her, she's gonna say her piece until the last sentence, and when she's done, she's done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I will say this though, Anayah. As a man, especially as a black man, on TV, you have to be calmer.
Yeah.
We're already seen as aggressive.
Yeah.
So if he just raises a little bit, what do you mean? Oh my God, there he goes. It's the black man getting aggressive. It's angry. So you gotta be calm. Are you saying that because he comes across calm and she's outspoken?
Yeah, he does come across calm.
Yeah.
And I've seen a clip, I don't know if it's out yet, but it's an exclusive clip, and basically she's arguing with someone and he tells her, calm down, stop now. She don't stop. So that's what I'm talking about, that kind of dynamic he's not used to.
He's not listening to you, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
Babes, calm down, leave me alone.
Basically, everyone's looking at him like, control her, but it's like, you can't control someone like Portia. You can't.
He's like, I could control her. I only met her 2 weeks ago or whatever.
That
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyone on there remind you of yourself then? Like your situation? No. Okay.
I'm too unique, and any situation I'm in is gonna be unique. That I haven't seen. I haven't seen our dynamic there like that. But maybe Arthur and Laura, in the sense that she has clearly made it, he's not my type.
Right.
That I would go for this.
Right.
But she's been paired with that.
Yeah.
And he's really trying. But, it's to see if they work it harmoniously or not. So maybe that a little bit. And then you probably say Terrence and Portia because that's a black couple there. Hopefully they go the way.
I hope so as well. Who do you think's not gonna make it? Like, definitely, you're watching them, you're like, yeah, that's not gonna work. I think Peggy and her man, George.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it. He's just, I feel like Peggy's, first of all, she's too in on other people's business.
Yeah.
And George is too in on other people's business too. They're too busy worrying about everybody else that they're not worrying about their own relationship, and that's where the problem is gonna come.
True. Yeah. There's some deep things. I'll tell you who I'm thinking. It's Roz and Thomas.
Oh, really?
Jeez, now that one there. Yeah, I think you're not where I'm at. You need to play catch up, so I'm not going to spoil it for you.
No, go on, spoil it.
Are you sure? Yeah, okay. So basically, Roz gave Thomas the ting. Now, what was funny about when I was on the show was I wanted to take time.
Right.
I didn't want to rush into something.
Right.
She weren't really feeling him because he's not her type. You could just see she wants a manly man.
Yeah.
He seems quite soft.
Right.
And
he was the one that was in the jacuzzi with holding his legs.
Yes. You see the posture, body language was.
It's a bit sassy. Sorry, Thomas. We love you, but you're a bit sassy.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So she looks like she wants someone to tell her, like just to be a bit more alpha-ish, if you like, right? So they've now done a ting, but she did a ting with him because she was hoping that would pop, and she's saying she still don't feel differently.
Oh, wow.
Now, as a man on TV, what is that saying?
Yeah,
that's not good.
And the whole world is watching.
Whole world is watching. It's
not gonna work.
She basically said, "Come, convince me in this department. This can do it."
You're right.
And she's now coming off saying, "Do you know what? Still not." And if you continue watching it, it doesn't seem like it's getting better. So I really don't think
it's gonna work.
Yeah, like so you can see a couple that are having problems and think, all right, they might or might not work past this. But them, in terms of compatibility, I think no.
Yeah. And there's no one else, just them.
Those, I think it's a bit early for me now. It's a bit early. No, because things can twist.
Yeah.
You can see a couple fighting this week and then
they've made up.
Yeah. This is said leave. Next week, stay. Everything's worked out. We're so glad
that's
we listened to you.
That's the competition though, because you might miss a few episodes. Just like me, I'm behind right now.
Right.
I shouldn't even be doing this interview if I'm behind, but
Yeah.
We're making it work.
Yeah. But you watched all of mine. That's all I care about.
Yeah, exactly. But things just change so quickly. Like things just happen so quickly. Yeah. 1 minute they're friends, 1 minute they're not. 1 minute they're together. Next minute they're having an affair.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And for me, I think if you're going on there, you shouldn't leave in week 1 or 2 because you need the support and the help. You need to have that visit from Paul or Charlene or Sutton or Mel to come and talk to you because maybe they can work you through it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so before we get to the music, right?
Yo,
I've got a part of the show that I call the clapback time, right?
Right.
I've gathered some tweets. That are cussing you out.
Not tweets.
Yep, unfortunately.
Graham loves me. Twitter, they're different there.
Yeah, they're truthful on Twitter. That's what it is. People tweet while the show's on. They tweet when they when it's time to react straight away.
No repercussions for their comments. Right,
not.
Here we go.
Right.
It's then I'm gonna say love me, innit?
Tell us you still live at home with your mum without telling us you still live at home with your mum. Kwame, #married at first sight UK.
Listen, my mum's lovely, man. She's got great cooking. Like, yeah. I'm gonna go and get married while still living with my mum. Like, come on. It's good banter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good banter.
Exactly. All right, the next one is Kwame is a talker, spot on. And that's actually being too kind. He went in there for fame and fame only.
Yo. Would you say I'm famous?
You've got 60K. 60K?
It's 80, but
80K, sorry, exactly.
But
and you know that.
That's not famous. Of course you have to know. Charlie, what?
You've got to sell it.
Come on. You got to talk the thing, man. Big yourself up.
Yeah.
In fact, it's 81.
Ooh. Sorry.
No, but you know what? You don't go on MAFS and get famous. You get known. You're a TV personality. I won't call it famous, but yeah, it's a nice bonus that comes with going on there.
All right.
Tell him to apply again next year. Don't be vexed. You'll get your chance.
The red flags keep waving around. I still reckon he's got a wife and a kid at home.
Wow.
You had a kid?
Really? Are you really?
You had a kid, but we don't know if you had...
I have two children. I have two beautiful girls. But no, I did not go married at first sight while still married. Do you know what, though? That would be
plot twist.
That would be mental. That's if you want to keep your clout going after a show. That's the sort of movie you should do. Like after show's done, you're now walking down the street, going to Iceland, hand in hand, and then they see a wedding ring.
Insane.
With the kids and you're not happy.
If someone does it next year, you've given them that idea. You better ask for some money.
That will get you in it. That will get you, but boy, you're gonna get it. You better be strong-minded. Because Twitter. You got one more there for me?
I've got two more.
Is there a good one in there? I mean, come on.
All right, let me go back.
There were some love ones.
All right, here we go. When you're too old for Love Island but need that free holiday.
I remember that one.
You saw it?
Do you know what? I made the mistake. When you go on these shows, and all the people on the current series, please listen to me. I know it's hard. Don't go on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter until the show is done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's a lot.
Yeah, because you must have felt it, because everyone was coming for you.
Why are people like that on Twitter though? Why is the energy so? Because Threads ain't like that.
Twitter can be bad vibes, you know.
I feel like vibes. I feel like people got a lot of negativity, and that's a platform that they can go and dump it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
People will agree with them. They'll have that backing.
You would see a video and be like, on Gram, put a sad face, prayer hand.
Yeah.
On Twitter, they'll find funny response to that.
They're laughing. You're right.
It's a horrible place.
You're right. Anyways, it's been great having you on. I mean, this chat has been like, I want to have you on again.
All right, listen.
Yeah, we've got to do it again.
Just make sure you keep playing my new tune.
Ooh, okay.
I'll come on again for that. Do you know what I mean? Get some reviews. And let me then
I'll talk about, we'll get the audience to let you know what you think about your track. That's great. Anyways, talk about your track. Where did it come from? When did you start making music? Because we only know you from Married at First Sight. Well, I only know you from Married at First Sight. Yeah. So when did you start? When did your journey start?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have got to know me through that. I actually was rapping from the age of 17. And then I was a part of a group called Rhythmical Army. And my boy Yinka, he was the one who was the best man at the wedding. He was part of that group. There was three of us, shout out to Waxy. And yeah, I just always made music. I always write poems. I always record stuff. Now, I've met a lovely, lovely lady. Yeah. Shout out to Nalika. Yeah, we've been together it's over a year now.
Okay.
And met when I came off the show, and she's fantastic.
Aww.
But anyway, she sings.
Yeah.
So when she heard me doing my craft, she was like, yo, you should put this out. Like, you can't just record these things. What are you doing with it? And, like, her brother has a studio. So she just literally pulled me in there, said, lay it down. Laid it down, recorded it, put it out, boom. And the first track we put out, 39K views.
39K?
Yeah, and it was like, it was beautiful. So I'm just having fun with it now.
Yeah.
You know, I've got loads more tracks. There's about 5 tracks that both of us have.
Wow.
So we actually have another tune called Summertime Love that's out. And then we've got Ready, which is my track, and then there's a few more songs.
It's actually a really good track. You know what? It gives me Idris Elba vibes. I don't know.
Oh, what like on Bosie or something?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you not get that?
No.
You didn't listen to it and think that straight away?
No, I've heard different things. Do you know what? In all fairness, I just like that it's given.
Yeah.
Whatever you think it gives you, whatever vibe. You know what I like about that though? It says, because I tend to get a lot of, you have an American vibe, a very American sound or whatever. So if it's Idris, that's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Although he does that a bit. Yeah. I've heard Busta.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, because he raps and then does the bashment thing. I always hear Pac.
Okay.
I always get that.
But is that because you're bored?
That probably adds to it.
Yeah.
But he's like that's my guy. Yeah. Like I love from day. So I can really sound like him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, just intro this track. Let me know what is it called?
So this tune is called Ready, because basically I feel that a lot of people weren't ready for me, weren't ready for my energy, not ready for what I can bring. So this tune is about Ready, and it talks about my time on the show. It talks about me, and it's an addressing to the haters.
And before you go as well, where do you and Kasia stand? Are you guys cool? You not cool?
No, we don't talk.
Okay, so this isn't a diss track though.
No, this ain't to her. No, man.
Yeah, okay.
We move on from that. This is just talking the real. It's answering some questions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The park bench wasn't my option. Me a pop star. Me done tell them. You know, this is fun. This isn't addressed to those who write hate comments. Like,
right.
You know,
the people them on Twitter that I showed you.
Yeah, I don't care. So listen to the lyrics. It's fun. It's bouncy. Ready. Kwame Badu. Available on all platforms, people.
Productions.
Yeah, man. One time I go song. What I do?
We stay ready. They say edgy. We get money. They say dummy. We straight flexing. They stay vexing. Make 'em not see a man on sight. They're not ready for the hype. They don't know about it.